What up, everybody? This is Small World Late Night. I am your girl, Small Time Hero, and I am here to talk to you about a few things. All right, so let's jump right into it. We got about a week and a half into the election, and I just want everybody to encourage everybody to go out and vote. If you vote for Trump or if you vote for Kamala, I just want you to vote. Go out there and make your voice be known, but also remember to vote at home. Your home elections matter even more because I know that we are attaching Amber Thurman's name to Donald Trump, but ultimately, let's also attach Amber Thurman's name to Brian Kemp. Because if Roe versus Wade isn't the way of the land, then your state is supposed to protect you. And Brian Kemp let Amber Thurman down with his crazy idea of protecting the unborn. I don't know how you do that, but with protecting the unborn by letting the living die. So there you go. Make sure you get out and vote in your local elections also. Let's not just make this about outside elections. All right, so let's move past this onto some shit that you probably love but you can't afford. All right, so I have a lot of good friends who can pretty much talk about sports. My husband he could be a sports pundit, all of those things. So you won't really hear me talking about sports on here, but I will talk to you about Freddie freaking Freeman. Yes, Freddie, yes. Do your thing, Freddie. All right, so if it's not the Braves in the World Series, I'm not mad as Freddie Freeman. I won't say go Dodgers, but I definitely will say go Freddie Freeman. I'm proud of you. I'm happy to see you, and it was really exciting to watch you play. I won't say go Dodgers, but if it can't be the Braves, I'm glad it's Freddie Freeman. That's all I will say today about that shit. Because I guess I'm still upset on little shit. As we move past things that you have to vote for, let's talk about some things that are probably going to piss you off and you can't afford either. All right, so the King of the Hill reboot is scheduled to come, and we just learned some things about Bobby Hill, which I'm really, really excited about. Also, RIP to the voice of Dale Gribble. We will always miss you, our favorite conspiracy theorist. But we have learned a whole lot about Bobby Hill. And while I will say I was hoping for a prop comic, I was probably the only person holding out for a prop comic, probably. But I love the idea that he wanted to, he wanted to Gallagher that shit. I loved it. I'm not going to lie. But I do think that it tracks that Bobby is now a chef. I mean, the Ludafish episode, is it Ludafish or Ludafish? Y'all tell me in the comments. And then towards the end of the series, they had the episode where he was in the beef competition where they had to like identify the meats and cut up the meats and things like that. And I thought that was cool. But like they've been breadcrumbing that he was really into food. I mean, outside of the fact that he liked to eat. Of course, he liked the fruit pie. That's how much I watch that show. I know what Bobby's favorite snack is. But yeah, so of course he likes his fruit pies, but he also was, into other food. I remember he gave himself gout. Like, I don't know. This is just crazy to me. And honestly, I'm really, really, really excited. I'm so excited for this news. There's also been other character designs that have released on the website. So if you can, go look at those and, get excited with me because King of the Hill is coming back there. We're going to Arlen, y'all. What I am also excited about this King of the Hill reboot means when we get a King of the Hill reboot, we also get a continuation of the story. It's not a complete wipe. We are not wiping the slate clean, and I love that. I think that is such a good idea to do. I don't think that we should wipe the slate. I think we should pick up not where we left off, but pick up, what they're doing now. I would love to see what Hank is like as a grandfather. Oh, and Hank's brother, GH. Like, I want to see GH. What did GH grow up to be? Like, is he like Cotton? I don't know. But yeah, so I think that is super cool. Like, I hate when reboots, like, wipe the slate clean and then don't even touch, like, the prior stuff. Like, don't do that. I don't want that. Speaking of reboots and speaking of cartoons, make sure you subscribe, like, and share this channel. But also come back and tune in on Saturday mornings because we got a Saturday morning cartoon show coming for you guys where I sit down and explain some of my favorite cartoons. Actually, all of my favorite cartoons. We are going from A to Z. I mean, Rugrats to Yickety Yak. Don't talk back. And we are going old cartoons, new cartoons. I don't know. Well, Sailor Moon is anime, and Boondocks is technically anime. So yes, we will be covering anime. So stick tuned for that, and make sure you come subscribe, like, and all of that stuff right here on Small World YouTube. All right, so moving past the Marvel news. So we got two big things in Marvel. Let's start with the first one being that Blade, the reboot, has been pushed back indefinitely. We don't actually have a date for it. We don't know when it's coming out, what it's going to do, or what it's going to be about, any of that. We have heard rumors that Mahershala Ali is apparently very okay with what's going on and the rewrites and the things that are going on. And I did hear rumors that apparently the rewrites might actually be subject to cutting the budget and taking out, some of the MCU-ish parts of the show. And I personally think that's a great idea. Like, I want grounded Blade. I want a reboot of what we got. I want to see Mahershala Ali in leather doing martial arts off the roof. Like, that's what I want to see. I mean, even if you ham it up to Blade Trinity like levels, that's actually what I want to see as a consumer. Like, it's just what I would like to see. So in this Blade reboot, they have been talking about not only is the Blade reboot happening, but also a Midnight Suns movie, which is a few of the like more mystical areas of the MCU, which I love right now, which also segues into our next Marvel topic. But let's talk about Blade. I really, really am excited about this Blade reboot because I thought Mahershala Ali was genius casting. I am on record as of Twitter saying that I don't think that Marvel treats their black actors correctly, especially the lead actors of these franchises that don't go anywhere or just fall apart. Like, it's a lot of movies out there. We won't get into it right now, but I was really excited about the Mahershala Ali casting. I thought it was smart. I thought it was great to see. And I mean, Mahershala Ali brings it no matter what he's in. So I assumed that it was going to be good. So I'm willing to hold out hope. I lost hope in I lost hope in Ironheart. So, and it's been slated to come out. So maybe if I, hold on hope, we'll hear something about Blade. But like I said, I am really, really excited about Blade. Even though at the time I didn't know Blade was Marvel, I had no idea what Marvel was. But I remember the 90s and I remember the Blade movies and how great they were. Sans the third one, I mean, it was a blood monster in the first one, and the Pomeranians with the tongue thing. But I mean, that was cool, like, for then. So like I said, I love Blade. So I'm really, really excited about this Blade reboot. Although Wesley Snipes has gone on record saying that he's the only Blade there'll ever be. We'll insert that clip.
There's only ever going to be one Blade.
But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, that's definitely something, to be talked about. But I am really, really excited that they're reworking the script, that they're cutting down the budget, because I don't want a MCU-fied Blade. Like, that's just not something that I want. But if, you cut the budget, you kind of do a lot of stuff, like they did Agatha, which we'll get to that. But like, yeah, I really dig Agatha. So I mean, if you're gonna do it like that, I'm good. I'm great. I mean, I'm ready for it. I've been ready for it since they announced Mahershala Ali, and I do know that Mahershala Ali was the person who actually went. Well, I don't know this, but I've read that Mahershala Ali was the person that went to Marvel, with the idea, and so I want to see his vision, come together. So that's a really big thing for me. I'm really excited about that. So yeah, Blade, Agatha all along.
Down the road, down the witches, down the witches road, down the road,
Man,
down the witches road.
No, No, I don't. Anyway, so let's talk about what the MCU is doing with Agatha all along before we get to this last episode. The last episode that aired, not the last episode that is in the series. Wow. Jack Schaefer, you are incredible. Catherine Hahn, everybody who's worked so hard on this show. You guys have put together an amazing show. I love it. Tens across the board. Patti LuPone, the woman that you are, the actress that you are, the jewel, not just of the theater, but of the MCU. I mean, could we have asked for a stronger performance for Lilia's last breath? I mean, goodness, like I'm getting tongue tied and everything. But Lilia's trial starts with, well, it is divination, and it deals with tarot. And it was crazy because throughout the whole series, you watch Lilia slip in and out of time where you see her like she's talking to you, and then she'll say something crazy like, and then you're like, wait, what's going on? Or you're like trying to piece them together, like, did she mean this and this? And like you're going back and you're finding out that like her whole life she's kind of been slipping. Looking for a new job, no idea how to structure a cover letter, haven't been to an interview since 2020. Come craft your story with Career Craft Pro, now offering resume rewriting, cover letter writing, and interview prep. Also offering free consultations. Through it and you find out in the MCU, once again, we're talking about time travel and time displacement, kind of like we did in the Loki season 2 plot line, but this time they show time slipping in a different way. Well, I won't call it time slipping. I don't know. Is it time slipping when a witch does it? I don't know. But Lilia is time slipping through her own body. So you watch and you see her like, and it takes us all the way back to episode 3 where Billy and Agatha first meet Lilia, and they're sitting there and she's like, that's actually her time slipping, and you find out like where that comes from, and then you hear her say the line, oh my god, I hated this the first time line, and it's all connecting, and it's such a crazy cinematic choice, but it's so cool to watch. Like the show, I think the episode was like maybe an hour long, and it had me the whole hour. I was just watching because they take you to Lily when she was learning to read the tea leaves in a cup, and then you find out that she's the Queen of Cups, and then you find out like through all the tarot where she's yelling out like tarot cards and like, oh, that's the King of Swords or the Knight of Swords, Knight of Five Swords, and things like that. And you're like, oh my god, these things are connecting. These things are connected. It was just so cool. I love a good mystery, and Lilia was pretty much like all of the mystery this whole season. Like it was Lilia all along. Because honestly, I mean, if you think about it, she put the sigil on teenager, which using his whole name. Oh man, this show is so good. Anyway, she put the sigil on teenager. She also the divination trial was a big part of, I feel like a big part of the road, because she also killed uh the Salem 7, but we don't know for sure if the whole Salem 7 is there or if it's only 5, because we only saw 5 bodies. And in movies and shows, we always like to say that if you don't see a body, then it's probably not a body. But Jack Schaefer has gone on the internet and said that death does mean death in this show. So if Agatha's dead, Agatha's dead. We're gonna see. Oh, also, I won't say it's a reveal, but it's a reveal that we knew about, but it was kind of cool. Like the reveal was super cool. We get the reveal of Lady Death, the cosmic entity Death, not goddess Death, who is like the goddess of death as far as like I think as far as Asgard, but we're talking about Death, the entity. We get that reveal, which we already knew it was coming, but it was cool too, as Rio Valdez. And she is standing there looking like Lady Death with the skull on her face and everything. It was so dope. Yes. Oh my goodness. Aubrey Plaza, great job. I mean, like the cackling when they spell out who you sitting there with, and there's like death, and she, It was so good. I'm gonna add a clip because my laugh doesn't even. So yes, and one of the things that I really, truly, truly liked about Agatha all along are the timing and like when Teen is talking to Agatha and he's like, I wish Lilia was here, and she drops through the cupboard, and I'm just like, wow, the like is the question still remains, is he making these things happen? And I know he doesn't know. Like I know he does not know because he doesn't know how to control his powers. Like he was reading Lilia's mind that she when she moved through time again and jumped back into her body before she remembered that she wasn't upset with Teen. Like he's reading her mind out loud. And what I will say, it seems like only intense feelings. And a lot of people are saying that he can't read Agatha's mind because she's keeping him from doing that. But I think maybe it's just because she doesn't have intense feeling about anything. Maybe like the Rio situation might bring out him being able to read Agatha's mind. And I heard a lot of people saying that he was never able to read Agatha's mind, but I don't think that's what it was. I think that when Billy told Agatha that her mind was quiet, or that she like her mind wasn't quiet, is because in Westview, Wanda, like everybody was trapped in their own mind. So Wanda was controlling them, but they're screaming in their own head, like, let me go, let me go. Like they're actually, these things are actually happening. Excuse me, just like they said when she sleeps, they sleep, or when she dreams, when she has a nightmare, they have a nightmare. So like all of that was connected, like interconnected with that. And that's why he said when they were sitting on the couch in WandaVision that he could not read Agnes's mind. But now I just think that he can't really control it. And if he was trying to read her mind, I don't think Agatha cares about anything deeply except for maybe her son and Rio. And I think that with Billy's powers, like either he has to be feeling like intense feelings, or you have to be feeling intense feelings and be in the like, like next to him or whatever. So I do not know, but I really do think that maybe Billy created the road. I know a lot of people have been speculating that, but I mean, it's a lot of clues to say that he did. Like the string lights was we used to be one more big thing because the Wiccan thing was ruined for us, and while Rio Valdez being deaf was ruined, it was still a cool reveal. So I'm hoping that that's not like, oh yeah, we still revealed her, but like that's all you getting, bitch. I don't want that. I mean, honestly, Jack Schaefer has given us so much with this show that I won't say what I don't want, but I will say I'm hoping. A lot of people were saying they hope Wanda shows up, and I think that's really cool. But like, I don't know. I don't. I would rather Wanda show up married to Doctor Doom, Tony Stark's Doctor Doom. And on top of her being married to Tony Stark's Doctor Doom, I wanted to mirror like the whole "you're trying to keep me in my room" situation from Avengers Civil War. Yes. From Captain America Civil War, excuse me. Yes. I wanted to like, mimic that kind of thing. Like he's keeping Wanda there, but he knows who she is and she doesn't know because she, once because she dropped Wanda Gore on her head. So I don't know. I mean, a lot of people are holding out hope that Wanda is alive. And I mean, I think it's cool if she is alive, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe the MCU is saying dead, but I do know that in the storyline with Doom building Battle World in the comics, he does marry the Scarlet Witch, who does not have her. She does not have her memories, and I think that's the Children's Crusade. I think that's the Children's Crusade. I'm not quite sure, but yeah. So I think that's what that's all about. So quite literally, we could just get that. She's not dead. No, she's over with Papa Doom or Robert Downey Doom. Robert Doom Downey. Doom Downey Robert. Robert the Doom. The Doom? Okay, I'm done. But anyway, back to Agatha all along. Yeah, so I do think that hopefully we can get another like good review or good reveal. But honestly, this show has fed us so much. I'm just really excited. Like the MCU's magic with a K is so cool. Like I know the DC magic like era is really cool in the comics, and it's dope to watch in like movies and like Justice League Dark and all of them people, Constantine and Zatanna and all of those people and Man Thing. I don't know actually, but like all of those people are really dope with like the magic era and like in DC. But as far as as far as like magic in the MCU goes, I think is really dope to see it on camera. Not so much in the comics. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a really big Doctor Strange fan. Maybe I should read more comics. Who knows? Anyway, so yes, I really like what the MCU is doing with Agatha all along. I thought this episode was phenomenal. It was an 8 out of 10. It was a very solid episode. We got episode 9 and 10 coming out this week. Meet me next week. Same place, same time. Maybe not the same time. Same place though. And we will discuss next week's finale. We will talk about what's going on, and hopefully all of you guys get out and vote. All right. So it's your girl, Small Time Hero. This was Small World Late Night, and I am glad to say goodbye. And I'll see you soon.